Iran. What would these protests? What would their impact be? The reason why people protest is because they want their government to change their policy. That's the first thing. The second thing is, I think most people understand, although it's completely excluded from Western elite political and media discourse, that the United States and Great Britain love tyranny of this kind. The United States and Great Britain not just do business with, but prop up and keep in power some of the worst, most repressive, savage tyrannies on the planet in Saudi Arabia, in the United Arab Emirates, in Egypt, in all kinds of countries in that region, in Uganda, in Rwanda. Why aren't people going out on the street and protesting that? And nobody asks about that. And I think the reason is because they that the argument here, what's really driving this concern about Iran is not that we're so concerned about repression and tyranny because we're such great humanitarians, because the U.S. has done more to remove democratically elected governments and install dictatorships than the other way around. It's because Iran is viewed as a geopolitical enemy of the United States and Israel, and that's why so few people care about repression in our greatest allies in Saudi Arabia and Egypt and the like. But I think the main one is the question is they're protesting U.S. policy when they protest what's going on in Gaza, and the U.S. isn't supporting Iran.
Yeah, look, I would say to that, I'll come to you now, Lisa, but I would say to that, that doesn't stop a Hollywood star standing up in a public platform like the Golden Globes, where they were all supporting, for example, the woman who was shot dead by the ICE officer. They were, a lot of them, supporting still what's happening in Gaza and the Palestinian people. None of them wanted to express public support for the Iranian people. And I was struck by that. So I think you don't have to protest necessarily as publicly offer support. I'm not seeing much of that from the people who've been leading the calls for people to support and show empathy for the Palestinians. Do you feel there is a double standard in the way this is being treated?